I'm not going to make a prediction as to whether they'll be at their respective schools next year, but I'm going to say that they will likely not make bowl games, or if they do, they'll be in one of those very low-tiered bowl games with a 6-6 record. I don't think either of them are playing anything above the rollingfeathers.com bowl game, or, insert company you've never heard of before.com.
Right.
And then for the Oregon schools, I don't think Oregon State can win more than 3 games in the Pac-12. And right now they would have to at least go 4-5 in the Pac-12 to get to 6 wins, because you play 9 conference games, 3 non-conference games. And I just don't see them being that close to 500 in Pac-12 play. I do like what Gary Anderson is doing. They have a very good running back in Ryan Nall, who's out of the Mike Allstott school.
Okay.
Just a bruising running back / fullback. I think he is very solid. And in Oregon, they are under the direction of a new head coach, Willie Taggart, a guy who I like. He brings a lot of energy, a lot of fire. He is a proven program reviver at a couple of different levels. Now, can he do that at Oregon? I mean, we could say they've fallen from grace, but we can also say that they went to the 2014 College Football Playoff National Championship game and went 9-3 the year after. So I think they're going to be better than last year. I see them being 5-7. They do have a tough non-conference schedule. They have Nebraska at home. I think they could get Nebraska this year, but at Wyoming is going to be no joke, because Wyoming has a quarterback that could be kind of a dark horse in the Heisman Trophy race. They might not win that one. If they don't win that one, I think they're going to be on the wrong side of 6 wins.
We'll get you out of here on this one where the rubber meets the road. Pac-12 championship. Who you got?
I really came into this conversation wanting to say Washington and Utah, but I just can't. I'm going to say USC takes on Washington, and I'm going to take the Trojans in that Pac-12 football championship game. They've shown that they can beat the Huskies kind of with these iterations of their squad. They won at Washington convincingly last year, and that was kind of the game that made people realize that, hey, all right, USC's the real deal this year. Yeah, they got off to a 1-3 start, but this Sam Darnold kid can play. This defense is legit, and this defense is legit again. So I have USC winning the Pac-12 this year. I have them doing it at an 11-2 record, and as much as I think the Pac-12 is the second best conference in college football, maybe the third, and worthy of a Pac-12 football, college football playoff spot, I'm not sure 11-2 is going to be able to do it. So I'm going to lay off. My hot take, I guess I would say, of the day is that no team from the Pac-12 makes the college football playoff, even though they would be more than deserving of one team that gets in. That's just the way that the media works. I don't know. Since you're an East Coast guy, I don't know if you believe in East Coast bias or not. But us folks here on the West Coast, we kind of tend to believe those things exist.
There is in all honesty, there is an East Coast bias. I will give you that. And I'm in Atlanta. I'm in SEC country where where the world revolves around what Alabama and what LSU and the Floridas of the world are doing. So I get it.
The SEC, don't get me wrong, best conference in college football. I'm not going to dispute that. Their athletes are a completely different level. Washington was outclassed by Alabama.
Well, hey, if USC is in the Pac-12 championship and they win that game and they do get into the college football playoff, I think we can officially say that the Trojans are back for real.
Hey, yes, we could, Rory, that is one thing we could say. We could say, all right, the Trojans, they're back.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us on Married to the Game. He's Kevin Danna with Pac-12.com. He's got all the hot insight on the league, West Coast football. Hey, Kevin, give all your social media info so people can stay in touch and follow what you're doing throughout the season.
For sure, Roy. So they can find me on Twitter at Kevo408, Kevo 408. 408, the area code of San Jose, where I live. So you follow me on Twitter for all things Pac-12, NBA, G League. That's pretty much what I tweet.
Hey, Kevin, man, we appreciate all the knowledge.
All right, thanks, Roy. Appreciate you having me on.
You have a new score. Say 14.
Oodles with some hot sounds to get you off your feet.
Hot.
HBCU marching bands,
yes.
black college
all
football.
All day, every day. That's what we come for. It's for the bands. They be sizzling.
Now, those bands that we just rocked out to, Southern University's Human Jukebox, UAPB's marching musical machine of the Mid-South.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
The pride of Bethune-Cookman marching Wildcats, the Albany State marching Rams show band, and the drum line from Johnson C. Smith's International Institution of Sound. I love all things HBCUs, black college football. So much pageantry, so much excellence.
But the bands are what we go there for. We go there for the bands. We go there for, to have all the
Some
fun.
fans do go to the games just to see the bands, but people like myself, it's the football games and the bands. It's like, it's a win-win situation all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, I'm a proud HBCU grad, Johnson C. Smith University.
Yes, this we know.
You have long-standing ties at UAPB. You're a native of Pine Bluff.
Yes, sir.
Your folks, your parents, your family, friends, all graduates from there.
All graduates.
You were there for a hot minute.
Oh, did I just hit some shade been thrown in there? I was there for a hot minute, for a hot second, but you know what? The history that I got to walk down that walk did a lot for me there, my brother.
I will give you that.
All right now.
Now, our schools don't play one another.
But if they did.
But that still doesn't matter because we have an interesting wager for the 2017 football season.
Because we're thinking about
You're in the SWAC, I'm in the CIAA. We're going off of who has the best record at the end of the year.
Golden Lions, no doubt.
And when Johnson C. Smith has a better record than UAPB, you're going to sing the Smith loyalty song. And so, I'll give you the opening line. We love these Smith with all our heart.
And so when UAPB beats Johnson C. Smith, then you will sing the Golden Lions.
See, if you were there for longer than a hot minute, you could tell me what the loyalty song is.
Shade.
And give me an opening line as well, too. But
shade.
Now, you're in the SWAC.
Yes, I am.
I love it. But UAPB can't hang with the big dogs, the Grambling State Tigers.
You know what?
The defending SWAC and Black College National Champions.
Yeah, and we gonna shut this show down. You keep talking like that.
We got to give love to Grambling State. And then on a personal note,
okay, what's this with
Johnson
you,
Smith is in my heart.
But what's this obsession or
Grambling State? Grambling State is very near and dear to me. The late great Eddie Robinson was so honored to interview him.
Okay.
In 1999, right before graduation, with my senior paper, called him up like, Coach, I'm struggling. I'm a sports writer. Would love to interview you. He said, great.
Wow.
Went down to Grambling, spent an entire day with him, his house, with his now deceased wife, Doris. Went to see his office at school. Eddie Robinson was like a legend. Riding around town, I felt like, oh my God, I'm with the president in his car because everyone is just waving at him. People rushed up his car just to say hi. That's how much...
That's love.
Love and respect he got.
Yeah.
So... Grambling State is near and dear to my heart.
That's
and I want to
awesome.
give a shout out to my boy Eddie Robb III.
That's really awesome. You have some rich memories. I mean, that's awesome. Ooh, go ahead.
But back to football in 2017.
Even though I like those touchy moments, but back to football.
Back to football in 2017. The Tigers are loaded. They're the defending champs and bringing back a heavy roster.
Okay, and I like them now.
Now you like Grambling.
Now I like them. Not better than UAPB.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say like
I'm all about my loyalty, boo.
Okay. Boo-boo. I was going to say where are you going with this here?
Ask somebody.
The Tigers have 14 guys on the all SWAC team.
Okay.
That's why I said UAPB can't hang with the big dogs, the Tigers.
Because they have what?
14 members of the all SWAC, Southwestern Athletic Conference.
They have 14 that made the
preseason team. And Grambling showcases Devontae Kincaid, preseason Offensive Player of the Year for the SWAC. But in the Eastern Divisions, Alcorn State is looking to repeat and face Grambling in the SWAC championship game in December.
Now, Alcorn State.
Steve McNair went to Alcorn State.
Okay.
He's one of the more famous alums.
Did Deshaun Watson go to Alcorn State?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad. Wrong school.
Clemson. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
But that's why you're the casual fan. We're on the HBCU tip right now.
Oh, and I'm so off. Yeah.
So with Grambling State in the Western Division, it's okay.
I'm just going to stick with the bands, okay?
All right. Grambling State is picked to win the West.
Mm-hmm.
Southern, their number one rival, is picked to finish second. Prairie View is third. Texas Southern is fourth. And then UAPB, the Catfish Hunters.
The what? Wait. Whoa.
Catfish.
Stop
Bottom
the
of the
show. Halt it. Wrap up. You're not going to, disrespect my team like that.
All right, pulling in the rear.
We're not even pulling in the rear.
The UAPB Golden Lions.
They saved the best for last. Even Whitney Houston said that. So come on now.
Actually, that was Vanessa Williams. But
you know what? But that's Vanessa Williams, and that's your girl. So since she would know.
Yeah. In the Eastern Division,
I am a casual fan in every sense of the word.
You sure are.
All right then.
After Alcorn State, Alabama State, Jackson State, Alabama A&M, and then Mississippi Valley State.
Okay.
Now we're going to switch gears and drive over to the MEAC, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Tell me you know some MEAC schools. It can't just be all about the SWAC.
It is all about the SWAC. The SWAC has the big turkey legs. The SWAC has the corn dogs.
North Carolina Central.
And who else?
North Carolina A&T, the Aggie Pride. Hampton University, your sister Tanika's a graduate of Hampton.
Oh my God, how could I freaking do that? That's my sister, for God's sake. Okay.
See, no.
My bad. I'll ask. Rewind. Do you know any schools in the MEAC, Lakita? I do, Rory. Hampton University. Okay. See how I covered that?
North Carolina Central. Yeah, we're going to move right along and go on to the North Carolina Central Eagles. The 2016 MEAC champions. They're slated to win it again this year. They lost to Grambling State in the Celebration Bowl at the Georgia Dome. Was at that game 10-9. That was a heartbreaker. Right on their heels. Eagles fans, don't get too high in your nest. Don't think that A&T can't knock you out like they did in the past. A&T is on their heels. Tariq Cohen, we met him at the Black College Football Hall of Fame. Got drafted by the Bears.
Right.
Now, he was their all-time leading rusher. So they're losing him.
They losing him.
But A&T still has a powerful squad. They want to get back and win the MEAC championship.
What they gonna do? You like my sound effects?
I do like the sound effects.
Thanks, hon.
South Carolina State out of Orangeburg picked to finish third. But they're a tough out. They want to get back at the top of the MEAC, but that's a tall order to knock out Central and A&T. Now, rounding out the rest of the teams in the MEAC, Bethune-Cookman, the Neds, they're graduates of Bethune-Cookman.
Yes, they are.
So you do know some MEAC schools.
Yeah.
We already mentioned Hampton. FAMU is picked to finish 6th. Norfolk State, 7th. And you lived in the Hampton, Norfolk State area, Norfolk, Virginia area. Morgan State, 8th. Our good friend Deshaun Grayson is a graduate, proud graduate of Howard University.
I'm very proud of him.
They're picked to finish 9th. And how could you, that's what I'm wondering, how are you forgetting these MEAC schools?
All his wisdom, I listen to him read.
Down the road, Savannah State is picked to finish 10th. And Dell State, my cousin Derek Cradle, who was a guest on Beyond the Box Score earlier in the year,
Wow.
is a Dell